What's up, BBO crew? This is your boy, Perfect Blue, here with Week 5 of the Banless Battlers League, where your San Diego State Azelfs will be taking on the Tasmanian Toxicroaks, coached by MaxRapture. Anyways, let's get right into his team. Max has the Z Rayquaza, Mega Mawile, Zapdos, Slowbro, Amoonguss, Umbreon, Nidoking, Talonflame, Hitmontop, Steelix, and Tauros. Talonflame is also a Z-Mon, by the way. Yeah, so looking at his team, he has two really solid breakers in my opinion, being the Nidoking and the Mega Mawile, as well as some nice bird spam options with the Rayquaza and the Talonflame. Other than that, his team's just all fat, like Umbreon, Amoonguss, Slowbro, Zapdos. That's gross, get that out of here. So, yeah, looking at his team, Flying Spam's very annoying. My only resist are the Bisharp, Probopass, and Raikou, which, like, I guess I have 3 resists, which is fine, but, like, Bird Spam's annoying to play against, especially Talonflame. Its dual stabs are able to kind of hit everything, which is really scary against my team, so I'll have to be careful for that. Other than that, he has a lot of fat on his team. I do have 2 really good breakers in my opinion, being the Groudon and the Charizard X. Both break his team really well, so I wanted to take advantage of both of them hopefully and be able to, you know, break some walls and clean up potentially with one of my other mons or with those mons, cause yeah, it's a team that I feel like I can't just beat it with speed. The Talonflame is there, but the only other thing over base 100 that's not Zapdos is Tauros, and it's a Tauros, and yeah, it's a Tauros. So yeah, let's get right into the team that I brought. So the first mon we have is Ruby the Groudon with leftovers. Adamant Nature, 12 HP, 252 attack, 244 speed. Precipice Blade, Swords Dance, Stone Edge, Substitute. This is creeping Nidoking, creeping the Tapu Bulu, as I feel that is the speed he's going to hit with his Nidoking if you were to bring it. So yeah, Precipice Blade, Swords Dance, Stone Edge, Sub. Sub is really nice in my opinion, because I can sub on the switch in to a sack potentially. Because if Groudon gets, let's say Groudon gets in, I feel like he'll feel like he needs to pick a sack. I could sub. Another thing is Toxic has been really annoying to my Groudon this season, so being able to handle that is going to be really nice for me to do. And yeah, sub SD Groudon, feel like it's a really good breaker against this team. The next mon we have is Lizard, our Charizard X, with Jolly Nature, 252 attack, 252 speed, Swords Dance, Dragon Claw, Flare, Blitz, Roost. If I get an SD up, I just go break things with this thing. I felt I needed Jolly because I need to run Jolly anyways for Rayquaza, mostly because he can creep Groudon with it, but he can also creep like Adamant Zardex with the same speed. So being able to outspeed Rayquaza is very important. I'm sure he does not mind extra bulk on it as much, so he will run a very fast Rayquaza against my team. We do have Swords Dance, Dragon Claw, Flare, Blitz, Roost. Just dual stabs, hits him really hard. His Dragon resists, looking at his team, are going to be the Mega Mawile and the Steelix. Both do not take a fire move very well, so that's kind of the thought process behind the Zardex. Next we have Raikou here. It's okay, so fun little story. It's supposed to be, I wanted Inner Focus, and to be honest, I couldn't tell you why I wanted Inner Focus. So sent it to Aaron. Couldn't, like, it took a while to get Inner Focus, so yeah, the Raikou set, it's going to be Extra Sensory, Thunderbolt, HP Ice, and Volt Switch. No leftovers on this thing, so it's kind of itemless. So yeah, that's a bit embarrassing. Shiny, of course, honestly, because just in case I wanted to bring a Rash Raikou. Like, Shiny Raikou, it never really hurts me. Just mind games with my opponent, really. Next, we have Clefable with a Life Orb. 124 HP, 252 special attack, 132 speed, modest with Fire Blast, Moon Blast, Soft Boiled, Stealth Rock. This thing can't touch Talonflame, but that's okay. It's just it hits really hard against his team, and being able to deal with his fat stuff is really nice. Stealth Rocks are also an added bonus, I guess. So yeah, his switch into this is technically Talonflame, so I'll need to keep that in mind. Next we have Probopass, Newman 147. He has Groundium Z, Volt Switch, Earth Power, Power Gem, Taunt, enough speed for the Umbreon, no speed, rest in special attack, and then max special attack, and then the rest into bulk. This Probopass being able to taunt is really nice. Volt Switch is nice. My thought process is, if I'm not Magnet Pull, I'm Sturdy, but if he thinks he's in with Mawile, he might think I'm Magnet Pull, so I'll be able to make him think he's trapped. And honestly, like, Groundium Z, he doesn't have too good of switch-ins, I guess you could say. I know there's an Umbreon, never mind, but that could just be a Volt Switch into something like the Clefable, which is very annoying to him. Last one we have is a Light Clay, Bruxish, Aquarium, Reflect, Light Screen, Crunch, Psychic Fangs. Can't touch Umbreon, but that's okay. I feel if I get screens up and then set up a sub with the Groudon, oh boy, that's really, really annoying for his team. So yeah, as you can see, Max decides to bring the Rayquaza, Slowbro, Mega Mawile, Zapdos, Nidoking, and Talonflame. Looking at lead matchup, Groudon just kind of kills something unless it's the Slowbro, so that's really nice. Kind of want to lead that. If I'm in against something like the Nidoking, I'll want to be able to switch out probably into my Zardex. Or actually, maybe not switch out against the Nidoking, because it can't really KO the Groudon to begin with, so if he is Scarf, he won't have the power to do so. I can Precipice Blades, yada yada. Yeah, so Groudon is a really good matchup against most of his team. Talonflame could be a very annoying lead, and I probably should go into Zard or Clef predicting a Will-O-Wisp, as Talonflame is just a very scary mon against me with all its shenanigans. So yeah, let's get right into the battle, and yeah. Sorry for the rain, by the way. I'm recording this at what time is it? Very late. Let's just call it very late at night, as family stuff. So here I'm going to send out Ruby the Groudon as he leads Rayquaza. So I feel like this is going to be a Sash lead, honestly. It could also be a Z move, but I could be a very bulky Groudon and be able to take a neutral Z move. So I'm just going to Stone Edge here. He's going to click his Dragon Ascent. So this Rayquaza, it's gonna hurt, you know? I know Groudon's really bulky on the Phys-Def side, but man, that's a Rayquaza. So I'm gonna Stone Edge right here. It's gonna bring him down to a Sash, as I do get a crit, not like it matters or anything, because he's a -1. He was going to a Sash anyways, so yeah. I'm going to go right into my Raikou right here, Ziggy, as... Or he's not even named Ziggy. That's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. So I just noticed that. Wow. So Dragon Ascent's going to come off. It's going to do over half to the Raikou, as Rayquaza is just strong, man. This thing, that's jolly too, because he needed the speed to be able to outspeed max speed Groudon. So very annoying. Here I'm just going to Thunderbolt. I felt like Hidden Power Ice was a bit too obvious as it hit everything, so I kind of wanted to like catch a Slowbro, and then maybe he pivots into Nidoking on the Thunderbolt. So here I'm going to switch, as I fear a potential Scarf, but you know, he gets up T-Spikes, and you know, when your grounded poison is Victory Bell, T-Spikes are not fun to play against, just overall, by the way. So here he's going to go to Slowbro. I'm just going to fire off a Flare Blitz here, as it's going to hopefully hurt everything it touches, but you know, it's a Slowbro, very bulky on the Phys-Def side, so I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz, as it's in the sun too, and I get a crit, and it still only does half, so yeah, Slowbro is a very, very bulky Pokemon, getting rocks up to be able to chip this thing down. little by little will be really nice for me. So here he's just going to go into his Nidoking. I'm just going to set up a Swords Dance as he has to pick a sack here. That's kind of how it works. So yeah, I'm just going to Dragon Claw. If he's Sash, that's okay. I bring him down to his Sash, and if I get Rocks Up with my Clef, then really nothing he can do. He loses his Rayquaza and his Nidoking, two of his better breakers. I'm going to Dragon Claw, and I'm going to crit. Crit mattered. This was a defensive Zapdos. Rocky Helmet's going to come off, but the big thing is he would have had 2 chances to get the Static Para, which would have been really nice for one of his other mons. But here he's going to go into Slowbro. I'm going to Dragon Claw, try to do damage to it. He's going to show off the Foul Play, so that's a really nice tech that he had, the Foul Play, to be able to hit the Zard. Because something like a sub-Zard could be very annoying, subbing on like a T-Wave or a Toxic. Here I'm going to go into my Clef and just get my Rocks Up. That's really my best play right now, as just in case I'm set up, he probably should go into his Nidoking. I kind of know this. So here I'm just going to get my Rocks Up with my Clef. And here I'm thinking, I feel he clicks the Poison move. So I'm going to try to be cheeky and go into my Probopass here. As, look, I just finessed him. Like, I went hard Probopass on a Nidoking and he clicked Sludge Wave. No, he clicks Earth Power. So yeah, this is obviously going to bring me down to Sturdy, as Probopass doesn't really outspeed anything, so it's like, why do I need it around, I guess? I guess it outsped the Mega Mawile, assuming he didn't bring a Jolly Max Speed one, so I could have kept it around for that, but, you know, Sucker Punch is a thing, yada yada. So here I'm just going to go into my Groudon. I can just easily Precipice Blades here, as it's kind of free. And, yeah, I'm just going to click the Precipice Blades, as, that's kind of, I'm on a timer now, so it's not like I can really SD on anything. He's going to go into his Rayquaza and sack that off, get a little more poison damage on me. So, you know, that T-Spike, very, very annoying. As, yeah, it's gonna chip me down a bit. So here he's going to go into Slowbro, I believe. Yeah, Slowbro. After Rocks, because of the Zard damage on this, Precipice Blades will be able to KO. So, yeah, if Precipice Blades comes off, and it does reveal that I am most likely Adamant. If I was Jolly, then it would have been a roll at that range about. Adamant, no. Groudon is a strong boy. So Talonflame comes out. Yeah, I don't really want to stand and like get Brave Birded to the face. This is my thing to kill the Nidoking, so I kind of need it around. I guess I have the Bruxish, but you know, it's a Bruxish. So right here, I'm going to go into my Bruxish. He's just going to Roost, get back up to full, as this Talonflame can be very annoying to my team. Also Bruxish to like sack it off, cause it's a Bruxish. I don't really need it. But here he's gonna bulk up. And remember, like, Sun's up anyways, and I don't have a water move anyway, so it's like, not that it matters. I'm just gonna set up the Reflect here, as, you know, Reflect is, it's gonna help, I guess, my Groudon, everything take hits from this Talonflame. He's just gonna go for the Acrobatics, as it's going to do 31, by the way, to a Bruxish. Psychic Things is going to come off. It's not going to do enough. So I know here that, yeah, I can't stand with Bruxish. It's nice because I could technically kill the Nidoking with this later. So here I'm going to go into my Raikou, as a T-Bolt Para would be really nice right here, as he can easily just Roost on me. So here he's going to bulk up again, so that's very scary. A +2/+2. Talonflame. Also, it did reveal that he did have an item on him on the Acrobatics, so just a small note. Here he's going to Roost. I'm obviously going to T-Bolt, and do I get the Para? Let's see, you know, Paras are really nice. Against JB we got a Para, but we don't here. So here I'm going to make the choke play and go for the Volt Switch on the Roost. I don't know, maybe I was saving diff in the back of my mind. I really have no idea. So here I'm just going to Volt Switch out into the Groudon. So that's going to do nothing because this is a very bulky Talonflame, as I can just go into my Groudon right here. As, yeah, Ruby's back in. Reflect is still up, by the way, so acrobatics in here would be very bad for him, as if I potentially live the hit, then he's down to his Nidoking and his, I believe, Mega Mawile, yes. So, 2 mons that, like, can't, I'm in a good position, I should just say that, if he does lose his Talonflame here. So, Stone Edge there, a crit would have been nice, but, you know, we don't get those. So, here, he's going to Roost again, as I'm just going to Precipice Blades, as I need to get 50-50s right to be able to beat this Talonflame. It can really just sweep me right here. So, Precipice Blades is going to come off. It's going to do a lot to the Talonflame, not quite enough because he is at +2 defense. He's going to eat the Citrus Berry, so now the Acrobatics is going to do a lot more, but yeah, so leftovers here, going to get a bit back, but then the poison is going to knock us down to about 40. Yeah, 40. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to Roost here again, which is surprising. I felt Acrobatics was his play. He should have played for the role, as I did need speed to outspeed the Nidoking that he had. So Precipice Blade's going to come off, and we're going to crit. Very unfortunate that happened, because this Talonflame could have just potentially just sat there and won the game. Like, it didn't need to switch, so here we get lucky, get the Precipice Blades crit with Ruby or Groudon. Reflect wears off too, so that was the turn I definitely needed the crit. Here he's going to go Mawile. Thought about Sucker Punch, but I didn't want this thing to, like, SD on the switch, me saving my Groudon for the Nidoking or somewhat. So I'm just going to stay in Precipice Blades, as he is going to actually Sucker Punch. So, trying to kill off the Groudon. I couldn't let him SD. There's no way. Because if he was, like, an SD set and could live my Clef Fire Blast, that could be very annoying. Also, saving Groudon for a stronger Fire Blast could have been nice. But here I'm just going to Fire Blast. This Clef is just going to, you know, bop. See you later, Mawile. As, yeah, is down to the Nidoking, and we have Bruxish in the back. We also have a Raikou. He probably isn't a Scarf Nidoking right here. If he is Scarf Sludge Wave, that could be very annoying for me, as I legit just lose. But here he's just going to do a lot right there. I'm going to Fire Blast with my Clef, as that's going to put him into range to where either my Raikou can kill with Extra Sensory, or my Bruxish can just finish off with the Psychic Fangs. So here I'm just going to sack my Clef off, as I don't really need it anymore. Yeah, so here I could just go into my Bruxish and clean up the game against Max. So that's a GG to Max. Very unfortunate that the crit happened. He probably won the game right there. So yeah, it's the game we play, I guess. So unfortunate that it happened. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please, you know what, you don't have to leave a like if you don't want to. Just comment something down below. Honestly, just comment what you thought of the battle. Maybe something BBL related, maybe something not BBL related. I don't know. You can shitpost there. Like, it's pretty cool. It's like a spam channel. I don't know. Anyways, that's a GG to Max. Next week we are against Matt O'Shea again in week 6. You know, I remember last time that Blaziken was just like, whew, that wasn't fun at all. And me being a choice lock Victini actually hurt a lot that game. So yeah, very unfortunate that happened. But you know what? We're going to bring the heat this time, and we're going to, you know, play against Matt. A very fun opponent to play against. So yeah. Just some notes about BBL. Let's ban Arceus Dark. Thanks, guys. If you don't know what I mean, look at CJ. He's been tearing it up. Well, I'm just rambling on. Thanks, guys, for watching, and see you later. Peace.